Hi everybody, we already talked about 2D shapes. So remember 2D shapes are the flat, kind of boring shapes. Today, we're going to talk about the much more exciting 3D shapes. So our 3D shape has a lot of dimension. There's a lot to it. Maybe there's some inside. It's much more exciting than just a flat piece of paper. When we counted our 2D shapes, we counted for sides and corners. So remember, sides are the flat parts. So our square has how many sides? The correct answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we count corners. Ouch! The very sharp pointy parts. So let's see, how many corners are on our square? If you said 1, 2, 3, 4, you are absolutely correct. So, we're going to talk more about 3D shapes. And when we talk about 3D shapes, we talk about faces, and vertices. So, face is like the side of a 3D shape, and vertice is like the corner of our 3D shape. So, face and vertices. If we have one, it's called a vertex. More than one is vertices. So, let's get started. Who knows what shape this is? If it's drawn on paper, it will look like this. If you said cube, you are absolutely correct. Give yourself a round of applause if you said cube. Good job. So, let's start with how many faces are on our cube. Remember, it's the flat part, kind of like a side. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our cube has 6 faces. And it's very important to remember where you were counting because it can get a little confusing. So it helps maybe to put your finger somewhere and remember that that's where you started. Next, we're going to count vertices. Those are the sharp little corners of our 3D shape. So let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 vertices and 6 faces. So we can remember a cube has 6 faces and 8 vertices. Our next shape, who remembers what this one is? Like this. Is a cone. So if we see it drawn, it might look something like this if we see it on paper. How many faces does our cone have? Remember, faces are like the sides of a 3D shape. So let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. And how many vertices or sharp pointed parts of our cone are there? Let's look at it and let's count. Ready? 1. So our cone has 2 faces and 1 vertex. So our next shape, who knows what this is called? It will look like this on paper. This is a cylinder. Cylinders are everywhere. I was looking through my house for things to show you, and I found about 30 cylinders in 2 minutes. So look around your house and see how many cylinders you can find. So we're going to start by counting faces of our cylinder. Remember, faces are kind of like our sides. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3. So our cylinder has 3 faces. How many vertices does our cylinder have? Let me look. Are there any sharp pointy parts? No. So our cylinder has 3 faces and no vertices. Our next shape, you might have seen a lot in Egypt. And if you draw it, it'll look something like this. Who knows what it's called? If you said pyramid, give yourself a round of applause. Very good job. So this is our pyramid. We're going to start by counting the faces or sides of our pyramid. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our pyramid has 5 faces. Next, we're going to count the vertices, or the sharp corners. So let's see, how many vertices do we have in our pyramid? Take a guess. All right, let's see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our pyramid has 5 vertices and 5 faces. Our next shape, I also found a lot in my house, so look and see if you can find it in yours, is called a rectangular prism. If we draw it, it'll look something like this. So our rectangular prism. Let's check how many faces our rectangular prism has. Remember, when we're counting, we want to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our rectangular prism has 6 faces. How many vertices do you think our rectangular prism has? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our rectangular prism has 6 faces and 8 vertices. Does this remind you of any other shape? Let's think about it. If you said the cube, you're absolutely correct. Our cube also has 6 faces and 8 vertices. But what's different? What do we notice? It's like our rectangle and square. Our rectangular prism is longer than our cube, and our cube is more square and the same shape. The last one is probably a shape you like a lot. It's like your balls and this tomato. It will look something like this when it's drawn, and who can think of the name? If you said sphere, you are absolutely correct. So let's look at our sphere a little more. Do we think there's any vertices in our sphere? Are there any, sharp, pointy places for me to get my finger? No, the sphere has no vertex. So, how many faces do we think it has? It's all one big circle I can put my hand around. So it has one face. So remember, our sphere has no vertex and one face. So it's time for a little quiz. Who can think of the name for this shape that looks like this when it's drawn? If you said rectangular prism, great job. This is our rectangular prism, and it has 6 faces and 8 vertices. Now our next question is going to be about vertices, or the sharp pointed edges. How many vertices are there on my cone? So let's look at our cone. If you said 1, you are absolutely correct. There's only one sharp pointed place for me to hit my finger. All right, our next shape we're going to look at for our quiz is our sphere. How many faces are on our sphere? Think about it. Our sphere has one face. All right, and our last question will be about our cube. How many vertices are on our cube? So look at it. Let's see. If you said 8, you are absolutely correct. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices or sharp corners on our cube. If you have any questions about this, please ask me at our one-to-one, and I look forward to speaking with all of you later. Have a great night.